Well, remember that 4.0 I told you about? That disappeared. And you might be saying, well, Rich, it's supposed to disappear. You're going to school at a higher level. So naturally, you're going to go against higher courses, higher curriculums, and greater difficulties and more expectations. I would accept all of that. But here's the thing. I only got less than an A in classes where the teacher saw my face. Think about that. Any class where the teacher never met me, never saw my face, never saw my skin color, I got an A in that class. And this is what I promised. This is what I promised. In every class that I took where the teacher never saw my face, I got an A in that class. It's only in the classes where a teacher saw my skin color, saw who I was. It was only in those classes that I had issues. And by issues, I mean A minus, B plus, just a little bit off that A, just to show that, we've all seen this before, especially if you're African American, being marginalized as if you're not that great. You're just okay. Or you're very, very talented, but not perfectly talented. I've been in classes where I was maybe one of two African Americans in the class. Of course, some of those old fashioned things start to creep up where I was called the wrong person's name. So he knew he couldn't type that fast. And he openly said that during the test. Like, excuse me, ma'am, I'm going to probably not do so well because I can't type that fast. And I remember thinking to myself, well, sorry for you. I mean, you knew what you signed up for, right? So the next day, the results for the test came out. And I saw my test. I got a pretty bogus score. It's pretty low, right? And then I talked to him. He had the same answers. In fact, I think I had more answers than he did. And he still scored higher than me. Of course, he was Caucasian American, to be exact. So what does that say about GCU?